Where water rushes down a stream onto rocks and across fallen tree trunks, a small waterfall is formed. Such a place is perfect near which to build a mill. The Soqui River is almost 30 miles long, situated entirely in Georgia's Habersham County. It is formed just south of Georgia Highway 356 and north of unincorporated Batesville, running alongside Scenic State Highway 197 and through Clarksville, Georgia. Seeing the potential for this running water in the 1820s, a mill was indeed built here. Prior to the mill being built, it was a scenic spot for anyone to sit, have a picnic, or simply rest in silence. Long ago, logs and wood were used to dam the river several feet upstream, causing the perfect setting upon which to build a mill. The pressure formed by the running water was enough to turn the wooden turbine wheel used to work the mill wheel. 3 mills were eventually built on or near this site. The original mill was known as Old Hills Mill. At one time, a corn mill existed upstream. A sawmill was located where the mill is now. A furniture factory was located downstream. A busy spot indeed for milling and furniture making. The Hills Mill operated until 1925, when it was permanently closed. In 1928, the mill was purchased by Robert Watts and his father Allen, Grandpa Watts. They got the mill up and running again. Grandpa Watts' knowledge of building and milling were invaluable in constructing the Watts Mill. They did all this during the Depression, when times were extremely difficult for everyone. However, grist mills ground on steadily during these lean times. In the 1930s, the Watts team began building a new mill beside the original Hills Mill. Unfortunately, flooding damaged the Watts Mill and it was closed in the 1960s. Grandpa Watts died in 1957. His wife, Lita Watts, kept the store and mill running for 10 years before its closing. In 1968, John and Glenn LaRoe purchased the mill. The buildings were repaired, a studio was set up, the upstairs was remodeled into an apartment. It was then turned into a pottery shop in 1969. Underneath the shop, you can still see old pieces of mill machinery in the flowing water. A working Coke machine, serving the coldest sodas in the county, is used outside the shop. A pea huller, a scythe, grinding wheels, and other machinery can be seen throughout the shop. The history of this area has been beautifully preserved. Care was taken to preserve the memory of the old mills. Examples of machinery and tools used are scattered throughout the shop. They add an extra uniqueness. Pottery kilns are used solely for the purpose of manufacturing ceramics. When a piece of clay is placed inside a kiln and heated at high temperatures, it comes out hardened and permanently chemically altered. When a piece of finished pottery comes out of the kiln, it looks different. Glazes applied to the formed clay are seen with the colors the potter intended. A piece of unformed clay is now a bright, finished, colored cup or bowl, or whatever the potter has formed it to be. The Mark of the Potter is now the name of the pottery shop sitting on the site where the old mills originally worked. Much of the work is done by resident potters Mark Henderson, Lori Faye Dean, and Rachel Staggers. They make up a trio of hard-working potters who produce beautiful pieces of ceramic art available to see and purchase. See the many possibilities to choose from when visiting Mark of the Potter. Decorate your rooms with unique pottery pieces that will make people ask where you purchased them. See the humorous pottery pieces. Look at all the small and large pieces. Mark of the Potter is truly a special shop where you can find almost any type of pottery for your home, your office, your cabin, your RV, your bedroom, and any other place you feel compelled to place a beautiful piece of unique pottery. You will not be disappointed with this collection of handmade pottery. Mark of the Potter is well worth your trip to visit its store, its unique setting, the waterfall, and all the great pottery you are sure to purchase. Enjoy!